Hello everyone.
Morning.
We are the Throughway Beauties and this is Dr. Kathleen Morris.
Denise Foy.
Thank you. This week we'll be talking about basic application of makeup. And of course, Joseph has some classic suggestions for what to use on your face that may or may not surprise you.
And how? And I think there's some absolute gems in there, Denise.
Of course.
Gems.
Lots of funny statements.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned.
So how did last week go for you? Last week was our hair week and week 4.
3 weeks of dieting.
Yep.
I've lost 6 pounds.
And
about
inches.
2 inches all around. I really started to apply the hair information that we learned last week, which I thought was really exciting. So I didn't wash it for 5 days, and then I shampooed twice. And the first time I tried to shampoo, I had to put a lot of shampoo in my hair because it just felt kind of, I don't know if it was greasy or what was going on, but the second time I shampooed it was just very sudsy and it felt super clean. And I thought, wow, so I've been doing it wrong all along. Cleaned out my brush every day, and
Nice.
so everything's changed as far as how I care for my hair, and using the cold water at the end
Love
to close
that. Love the cold water.
and then use the cold dry at the end. So all of that really has helped, and it's made my hair feel and I think look much better. I mean, considering it's fine and kind of most of the time.
Well, I don't have as much hair as you do, but I did practice going up.
Yeah.
With my brushing and combing, and I was playing with dry shampoos.
Oh.
I like them.
But as far as diet went, I would give myself an A- probably. There was only one time that I missed the proper diet that Joseph Weider gives. A friend of mine invited me over for dinner, and so I didn't eat too much, but it was rice and chicken. She's from China and she's an amazing chef. So I did go off of it that one time. So I was actually quite proud of myself that I wasn't craving sugars or anything like that. Like, it seems to be getting a lot easier as we move forward.
Yes.
And the exercise part, though, I really did struggle with. I had a lot of internal arguments with myself saying, no, I don't want to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. No, no, no. And then I get up and do it anyway. But then there were days that I didn't
want to do it.
I was mentally exhausted this week.
Right. Knowing Joseph Weider as coming from the bodybuilding background, I know what a 12-week program is all about. It's about developing the process and the habit and making it part of your lifestyle, right? So you're already doing it. We don't expect perfection, but you're already doing it. If you were better about portion control when you visit your friend, yay! I found the same thing. I was at a business meeting. It was a breakfast meeting. I got my breakfast. Normally I'd chow down through the whole thing, but I found myself only eating half of it because I was more observant of portion control and taking the rest back for lunch, which I thought was great.
So how did you do on your diet and exercise this week?
I actually thought I did pretty well. Like I said, I was much better observant about portion control. I was better, because that's a challenge for me with my week, at eating at more regular intervals. I love that it's fall and it's getting cooler because I can drink herbal tea. In terms of fluid intake, I was much better.
Yeah.
Exercise is good for me. I actually found ways to work it into the routines that I already do as well. So I'm good with exercise. Giving myself about a B plus A minus with the diet.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
We're making progress. I was an A- on the diet and C on the exercises.
Well, I think that what we should do is, as we work through our weeks here, we should observe when we no longer think about it.
Yeah.
Because that's when you know a program is working. When you just don't think that you're on a diet, it's just what you do.
Yeah.
That's when it's really working.
I can certainly tell a difference. Like with all the neck exercises, I can feel more strength and definition in my neck now that I didn't have before, and my legs as well. I do notice a difference of just doing 15 to 20 minutes a day.
Yep.
So it's not like you have to spend an hour in the gym every day to get definition or to lose weight. So this week on the Throughway to Beauty program, we're on lesson 5, which talks about general application of makeup. In there, he says,
Properly dressed dressing table look like.
yes, and there are 41 items on that list.
More than I've ever owned.
We don't even have, we tried to come up with all the things that we have here, but we're missing quite a few. This is maybe about 20 to 30 items.
So it's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. Curlers are included, which we don't have, and I don't know if many people really use curlers much anymore. Who knows?
Modern technology.
So what I was thinking was this week we will share with you guys the application of makeup process. And Kathleen and I are going to take turns doing application of makeup on both of us so that you can see and learn what he and what they suggested from back in 1960 of how to apply makeup.
We're ready. Let's go.
Okay. Use a firm, springy tweezer with either a straight or slanted edge, whichever is easier for you, and always face a magnifying mirror for your eyebrow shaping. Don't get carried away and thin your brows too much. They grow back very slowly, and you need the emphasis that a pretty, well-shaped brow can give your face. Wipe your brows with cotton dipped in alcohol or astringent before you begin to pluck. It makes it easier. Clean out the stray hairs over the nose first, and then the ones under your natural brow line that mar its neatness. Never pluck from the top. Never shape into false slanting line, nor an arrow straight one. Pancake makeup comes in a dry cake and is applied with a moist sponge, dipped into water and then squeezed out tightly. Rub the sponge lightly over the makeup and apply to each section of the face in turn, using more base around the eyes and nose to cover shadows, discolorations, and large pores. Bring down over chin and neck. Let dry thoroughly before adding other makeup, and it should give a smooth matte finish to the entire face. It is the most concealing of all bases, but tends to dry out the skin if used regularly. Save for special occasions if your skin is dry, and use plenty of moisturizing creams to counteract drying effect. Cake makeup is a powdered form of makeup that we use today that you're seeing Kathleen use here. This comes with its own puff for applying, and it's a combination of base and powder, and it's especially good for those with skin that tends to shine and require frequent touch-ups, for it can be applied quickly and unobtrusively at any time and needs no overcoat of powder. It too can be drying, but it is a real lifesaver for those who can't seem to keep on makeup. When applying, it should be brought down over the chin and up to the edge of the hairline. Vary the type of base that you use occasionally and experiment to see which one gives you the best coverage, always in strong, natural light. One good rule that works for everyone in applying rouge is to grin when you put it on and apply it only to the little high round bunches that appear under your eyes. Then, with a smooth face, blend the color slightly up and out over the highest parts of your cheeks. If you've used too much rouge, tone it down with a bit more of your makeup base and blend the outside areas before you start to powder. Never draw a heavy dark fake eyebrow with an eyebrow pencil. It looks ludicrous, but you can safely and effectively dramatize the line of neatly tweezed brows by sketching in a series of short little feather touches of brown or black pencil, which matches their color and shades in the thin spots. Then brush your forefinger lightly over the whole brow to blend these little fillers in with the real brow. No one in her right mind wants shadows under her eyes, but deftly placed eyeshadow on the lids may be just the thing to emphasize pretty eyes. With your little finger, touch a tiny bit of eyeshadow on the upper lid, close to the lash line and above the pupil. If your eyes are close set, put your shadow only on the outer edge. Blend the shadow along the lash line and slightly up and out in a flaring wing just where your brow ends. It should be indistinguishable at the outer edge. If it shows in a slightly bruised effect, touch a bit of your makeup base underneath and blend it up and out. If your eyes are of the starring, too prominent sort, use shadow over the entire eyelid, but lightly and carefully blended into the rest of your makeup at the edges so you won't be asked embarrassingly where you got those black eyes. Perhaps you've wondered why some women appear to have such thick, handsome eyelashes and attractive eyes. Usually it's because they've learned the trick of lining the upper eyelid very skillfully. Draw a line just along the edge of your eyelashes, making it heavier at the outer edge. If you like the effect, branch out into colors. Green if your eyes are hazel or green-blue, blue for intensifying blue eyes, or making brown eyes look more mysterious and exotic. Hold your magnifying mirror close up to your eyes and brush the upper lashes lightly from the roots to the ends. Let the brush linger just a second on the ends to give them an inviting upward curl, but try to make your movement quick and slightly angled so that the brush separates the lashes as it deposits a light coating of mascara on each lash. Don't use mascara on your lower lashes unless they are unusually pale and thin. If they are, dip your head downward for this part of the operation so you don't get the mascara on your cheek or in your eyes. If you are less than satisfied with the shape of the mouth that nature gave you, don't grin and bear it. Become an artist and a good one. The best dressed mouths we know are first outlined either with a lipstick brush, a pencil-like thin lipstick, or with a clean, smooth, sharply edged lipstick itself, and then filled in generously with color that goes slightly inside the lips themselves toward the teeth and outside to the corners of the mouth itself. To check on whether you've done a satisfactory job on your lip makeup, smile broadly, showing your teeth, and see if any unpainted pink of your mouth is revealed. Cover it with color, and then open your mouth in a long O of feigned astonishment. If the corners are empty of lipstick, sketch in a tiny bit in a smooth, even oval line before you close your mouth for future scrutiny. To see the do's and don'ts of what to do for applying lip liner and lipstick, please refer to the last page of this week's booklet.
Okay, here we are in week 5 of our exercise series. We have 11 exercises this week, but don't worry, it is one more than we usually have. We do have some repeats in there, so you'll be familiar with those. We're going to start right off with a very basic toe touch. It's very simple. With keeping your legs nice and straight, you're simply with a straight back, going to go down, touch the floor, and then come back up. We're doing 20. Here's one of our familiar ones. We're doing a calf raise. Back to ballet class, we're going up on our toes, and then come back down. Up on our toes, and then come back down. We're progressing week to week. You do it until you're tired. I'm just tired thinking about it. We're always going to have abs. We're always going to have low abs in a Joseph Weider series. This is a scissor V-up sit-up. We're going to lean back, support with our hands. When one leg goes up, the other leg goes down. So it's a scissor, 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 scissor. 15 per leg. Ladies, we're going out in Glamour Week next week, so our arms have to be there. Bicep curls. Up, 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 up. When one goes up, the other goes down. 20 per arm. Second tummy exercise for low abs. Think about low abs as we do a tummy leg lift. Goes like this. Up and up. Up and up. 20 per leg. We must improve our bust. Front arm raises for chest and shoulder. Up to parallel and then back down. Up to parallel and then back down. 20. This is a new one. This is for back and thighs. You'll need a stick. A broomstick works, and you can have the broom on the back of it. Legs slightly wider than shoulder width apart, back straight, head up. You're going to bend down to parallel and then come back up. It's called a good morning. Down to parallel and then come back. If doing this correctly, you should feel it here and here. 15. I haven't truly looked ahead, but I would venture to guess squats will be in every week that we do. They should be familiar by now. It is squat and back up. Squat and back up. 15. No need to relearn this one. This is our head resist. Hands on head, tilt back. As you come forward, press against your hands. As you go back, push down against your head. It's going to strengthen here. 15. Another ab exercise. We're going to make it a little more difficult by adding elbows in today. So, starting at base, hands behind head, it's come up. Try not to use momentum, touch your knees. Slowly back down. Come back up, knees, and then back down. 12. Here we go again, chest, chest, chest. Control back down, arms overhead, out to the side, come back in, squeeze. 15.
There you have it. There's week number 5.
Week number 5. We're approaching halfway there.
Almost next week. I can't believe it.
It's true.
Yeah, so stay tuned for next week to learn more about glamorized makeup.
We're getting ready to go out, ladies.
Oh yes. Let's go to some soirees. Please comment and like down below. We'd love to understand and know your journey as well as you go through this with us. And if there's any way we can support you, we're here for you. We're signing out as the Throughway Beauties.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.